Hello everyone, welcome back to stream 47A. I'm Patricia and joining me is Clark and Bob Pickleson. And have we got some big news for you? Aliens are coming to our planet, how exciting!
Not exciting, didn't you hear? The aliens are bringing an army up. Apparently, we are only just now hearing this. Doesn't this arouse suspicion?
That's just a rumor, Clark, even if it were real. I have no doubt they are here for defense, not offense like you claim.
Hello guys, and welcome to my Let's Play of Impressions. Now, this game is an indie game on Steam that is free, so you can check it out if you want. It should be in the description. And it's about aliens appearing on Earth, and you have two different sides that you kind of need to pick from. Either you go with the side that's very skeptical about the aliens, that don't want them here, and maybe they're here to destroy people. And you have the other side, which is there to say that welcome the aliens and they're not bad and stuff like that, you know? And apparently it's a dialogue kind of game, so you have to kind of control the conversation. That's all I know about it, and I'm actually excited to see how they do this. So yeah, let's read what this says right here. Like a real conversation, discussion can proceed without you, and people may attempt talking over each other. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. Dialogue will resume automatically after 15 seconds or a mouse click. You will have 20 seconds to make decisions. Choices have consequences. Think carefully about what you will say, but remember to show must and will go on. Press the escape key to exit the game. Progress will not be saved. This is like a one session thing. We're not alone. How do you feel? I feel fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Pretty nice to ask. Okay, so this is apparently the real intro. I didn't know whether or not the other intro was the real intro or not. Create character. Choose appearance. Sure, that's me. Your first name. Bob. And it's gonna be Pickleson. There we go, Bob Pickleson. That's not my real name, by the way, just so you're aware. Anyway, let's begin the game. Bob Pickleson, let's go. Day 1, contact made. Oh, we are not alone. After much debate from scientists across the planet, it has been recently confirmed that humanity has made contact with an intelligent species beyond our world. For the present moment, these scientists are simply dubbing these newly discovered creatures aliens. We asked what this contact was like, but only received silence as a response. It became clear that no words could accurately describe the encounter. Followers of the mysterious application 12 have been incredibly vocal about this discovery. Our holy application describes us as being the single species of our universe. These scientists merely spread lies to sway the faith. Shortly after this proclamation, many followers vowed to cleanse the world of these lies. Will this mean more violence? They would not answer that question, but given the track record of this cult, it seems incredibly likely. In the interest of fairness, they're not the only ones on edge after this discovery. Initial impressions range from immense gratitude to unshakable fear. Those who believe the aliens come with ill intent have taken to every platform available to prepare the world with what they believe to be the apocalypse. On the other side are those trying to calm the fears of it and to assure everyone that the aliens would already know, would already show aggression if they truly wanted to conquer. That is true. If they have space, you know. If they have space travel, do you really think they couldn't destroy us? Regardless of where you fall on the spectrum, two questions now remain. Who are we truly? As in, what are we as we relate to the universe? Important? Perhaps the aliens will decide. Insignificant? Seems likely. And finally, what are we to do now that this has happened? A stargazer looks up at the sky, greeting the aliens. Those are the aliens. They're just like a little line in the sky. Hey, we have a little alien. Look at that. How cute, right? Start. Wait, what is this? Why is everyone so surprised by the news of intelligent life? Have you seen how big the universe is? Newsflash is bigger than we even know. The worst part of this is those clowns in stream 47A are going to talk about the aliens. That should be fun. I can almost hear the religious group screaming, especially those poor AB 12 people. They must be handling this news in their usual awful manner. This is awesome. We don't have to feel alone anymore. What a lonely guy. I really hope now that this motivates us to get out there and explore the cosmos and see who else we haven't met. Alright, start the day. Hello and thanks for watching stream 47A. Welcome from our home and all that. I'm Cork, she's Patricia, he's Bob Pickleson. Right now we are formalities out of the way, let's talk aliens. I know this is a big story, but we really should get introduced. The introduction done. Wait, there's a woman.
Introduction done, right?
Why? Nobody cares. Aliens were just discovered, Patricia. This is not the time for idle banter.
You're acting awfully nervous over there. Do you think something will happen?
Well, obviously, and unlike you, I'm not hosting any celebrations. These life forms threaten to create chaos in our world, intentionally or not.
How in the world did you jump to such conclusions already? And such negative conclusions at that. It hasn't even been 12 hours since the discovery of aliens.
Oh, and I suppose you think everything is going to be all sunshine and rainbows?
What's the harm in that? As I said, we've just discovered these aliens. There's no reason to think they're bad. On the contrary, I feel this discovery will ultimately be a good thing for humanity. Aren't you happy to hear we're not alone?
Not a bit, just makes me nervous. Hey, Bob Pickleson, you're being awfully quiet. You have anything to say about this? Surely you must, everyone does.
Yes, please. I need a break from Clark's meltdown.
I'm happy to hear this. This is very exciting. We haven't decided yet. I'm a little nervous. I feel sick. I was like, oh, I feel sick today. I don't want to answer. I'm happy to hear this. It's very exciting. I'll say that. I should have known.
Oh, back off. Let people enjoy things.
What a silly thing to say. So should I just let people enjoy harmful drugs? Aliens are not drugs, dude.
Not the same thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. It's more similar than you think. Yes, aliens and drugs. Aliens are drugs. It's confirmed. Aliens and drugs are the same thing.
Whatever look, all I'm saying.
Well, allies. Ha, jumping the...
No, it's time. I think all the relationships you've ever had, you start knowing them like this.
Well, sure, if they look suspicious. What is this guy's problem? Anyway, back to you, Bob Pickleson. I don't believe you were finished.
You cut him off.
Do you care to elaborate on your thoughts, Bob Pickleson? Is life beyond our planet? What's not to be excited about? We don't know them yet. I choose to be optimistic. Yeah, exactly. Optimistic about what? We all learned about these aliens less than an hour ago. The only thing you have to be optimistic about is that they exist. And I wouldn't say that's cause for celebration. Why not?
Why isn't it that so wrong about being happy and about not being alone in the universe? Why is that such a problem, huh?
You're rushing in blindly, and blindly rushing into anything is quite precarious. That is true, but no one is rushing in. They're just saying we're excited.
There's no danger, though.
Exactly. Not yet. Never mind. There's clearly no persuading you two. Regardless, I think now is the time to look hopeful food, and now let's carry on. We'll learn more later. We had best prepare ourselves. Well, regardless, I think now is the time to look for hope to a hopeful future. Do you honestly believe the future is that bright? I think about it. Think about it, please. I am thinking. Like, if they wanted to murder us, how could we possibly stop them? They have space travel. Please. Yes, I do, truly. I don't know. It would be nice. Truthfully, I do not. I think... Honestly, believe Bruder's bright. Don't know. It would be nice. Yeah.
What hurt your confidence? You seemed certain of a bright future.
No, I didn't. Personally, I want to know why you even said anything about such a bright future in the first place. Should have realized how crazy it sounded.
Please don't ridicule him, Clark. It was not all that crazy idea.
You would say that, but if you think about it for more than 5 seconds, you'll find that it was crazy. But Pickleson figured that out in time. No, that's not what it means. I didn't mean to be less, confident. I just meant to be we do have to take it carefully, though.
You make it sound like something would happen if you didn't say the right thing in time.
I could say the same about you. Speaking of time, we better move along. In your opinion, how should regular folks be conducting themselves now, particularly towards aliens? The public can be excited. All they can do is wait, just like us. We humans should be ready. All they can do is wait.
I'm not so sure about that, but Pickleson seems like now would be the best time to decide on this.
No, just wait until we learn more about the aliens. Knowledge is power. Exactly, I'm with you there, Patricia. No waiting is needed, not anymore. If we are not careful, we could be in a seriously hot water.
Personally, I doubt this is the end of us all.
You'll all see when they start raining lasers down upon us. We watch in horror as our friends and family disintegrate before our very eyes. You'll all realize that I was in the right the whole time.
I propose we move on before Clark says something else to scare the viewers at home. Speaking of the viewers, they've been sending out us their thoughts on this, and one question that will keep coming up is how will this affect religion?
Whoa, hang on. You really think that's a good idea?
It's a viewer question. It wouldn't be wise to ignore them.
Not wise to get into this topic either. Have you looked outside, especially with the craziness surrounding certain groups, shall we say? I'm not going near this.
Suit yourself, but what about you, Bob Pickleson?
This could kill beliefs. I couldn't say. When it comes to this, will never change. That I do actually believe.
You really think so? Well, would you say that's a good thing?
No, it's not. Now you've done it. I'm ending this right now.
There's still time left, and I don't think any harm has been done.
You only think that because you're here and not out there.
Clark, please.
No, I'm not static here for this any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are signing off now.
Okay then, stream 47A will now be logging off. Please have a good night.
Okay. Day 2, they are coming. Alright. Only a short amount of time has passed since discovering aliens within our universe, but a meeting has already been arranged. This newly found intelligent life is fast approaching our planet. Of course, this news will undoubtedly shake up much of the world, but the leaders of the world have worked to assure us that the aliens are in fact coming in peace. We have worked with the aliens to assure everyone's safety. How do you work with aliens? No harm shall befall humans or aliens. There's no need to be alarmed. So the aliens said that they were on an exploration mission and encountering us was not planned for. Some questions the integrity of the aliens' words. Some even go further to say this is all an experiment being performed by the government to see how we react. The probability of this, according to Neil Rocket, who had conversation with the aliens, is very low. Neither I nor the government have a reason to lie about this. This idea that we are making this all up is preposterous. We really did find intelligent life. There's a question looming in the air that is even more important. What does the future hold? Many are now uncertain as to where the human race goes from here. If it goes anywhere at all, will the aliens help us directly or otherwise, improve our lives? Will their presence mark the beginning of the downfall of humanity as we fight amongst ourselves regarding our purpose? Only time will tell. There have already been several questions regarding what happens to religion post-alien contact, initially brought up by Stream 47A. I appreciate the comments of Bob Pickleson, saying religion won't die, says Pastor Frederick Sterling. It reminds me that regardless of what threat the aliens propose to fate, we'll always be here. It's more reassuring than he may have realized. I mean, people are always gonna make up things that goes in favor of religion. It's like, yeah, but God is bigger than the universe, you know? Or the North Gods, thunder and lightning and stuff. They're just names for natural elements, and natural elements can still explain, but that's just how they are, you know. Calvin Raleigh supporters on the alien opposition. That's not good. Photo of supposed alien spacecraft. It just looks like a fist with like 3 fingers, like an arm. Okay. So based on what I've gotten from this is that people like that I said religion didn't die. I mean, alright, that's nice, I suppose. What are people saying? Here's an idea. Maybe they won't even step into our planet at all. Sure, we are supposedly meeting them, but do we really have to trust what the government says? I think the aliens are simply going to observe us. I look at those folks thinking everything is going to be all nice and friendly. Get real. These aliens are going to kill us all. Just you wait. Those who continue to look at the future and think only bad things are coming will end up creating the bad future themselves. That is true. Worried about what happens next, do something about it. I'll say this, but Pickleson at least kept the AB 12 crazies at bay. Alright, but Pickleson. Alright, yes. So based on what I'm understanding, people are not happy about the aliens arriving and they are a bit worried about it. Now, if this were to be a real case, what I would just suggest is just wait. Like, if they want to destroy you, they will. You can't stop them, so no use on fighting back. If they don't want to destroy you, then you shouldn't find reasons to make them destroy you. If you start showing hostility towards them, they'll start showing hostility towards you. So it's best to just wait and see what they are planning on doing. The first instinct any creature in any living existence has is to explore and figure out what the other one is. So if they figure out we're not even a threat, even if they are a crazy species, then they probably wouldn't destroy us because they have no reason to, you know? And when it comes to the government, even if this is a whole government conspiracy thing that they mentioned over here, where he tried to damage control and say this isn't government controlled, and there are aliens who actually did find it. If that even is true, you should still, and I believe this, you should still take it seriously. In case it's real or fake, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. You're still gonna have to face this at some point if aliens do exist. So just face it now and act as if aliens are there, whether the government wants to fake it or not. Anyway, start the day.
Hello everyone, welcome back to stream 47A. I'm Patricia and joining me is Clark and Bob Pickleson. And have we got some big news for you? Aliens are coming to our planet, how exciting!
Not exciting, didn't you hear? The aliens are bringing an army up. Apparently, we are only just now hearing this. Doesn't this arouse suspicion?
That's just a rumor, Clark, even if it were real. I have no doubt they are here for defense, not offense like you claim.
You don't see the problem, do you? It's not about their intent, it's the fact that they have a military waltzing onto our turf at all. They should not be okay, yet somehow people think it is. So what has this world come to?
If you ask me, it's come to understanding. Despite what you say, it's about intent. And the aliens have shown no reason to be on their offensive. Besides all that, I must just stress this is only a rumor.
Even so, we should take it seriously. Come on, Bob Pickleson, back me up. No, we shouldn't. No, don't take rumors seriously. The rumor is scary, but it is just a rumor.
Indeed, it wouldn't be very wise to change action based off some rumor. At least give it time to be fact-checked.
Some rumor? Look, I know you two want to go hand in hand.
And here he goes.
And if we are just gonna let them waltz in here with a set army and walk all over us, then get me on rocket and off this planet. I'm not going to be dead because some people thought it'd be a good idea to just let armed aliens in. Yes, but we don't own Earth. What if they don't see this is our territory? Are you done? Didn't you listen to a word I said?
Clark, but Pickleson and I are saying that this army you keep talking about is a rumor. Nothing has been proven. You can drop your end this nice speech.
Yes, I'm aware nothing is proven. Nonetheless, I'm taking it pretty seriously. If they have a sentience, then they're capable of lying. They're also capable of being honest. They're not going to pull the wool over our eyes if I have anything to say about it. They also wouldn't know how to lie because they don't use basic human intelligence. They're either smarter or dumber than us. You can't just you
can't just assume that aliens are like humans.
Exactly.
We don't know what they're like, but we'd like to find out if we just give them a chance.
We will, if they earn it. Why aren't they going out of their way to dispel the rumor, huh? Doesn't that go so? They're freaking aliens. How are they gonna do that? If they even appear on the screen speaking the alien language, you're gonna interpret it as them threatening us. Not change my mind for us. I'm concerned the aliens are coming peacefully. Yeah. Why do I even try?
Would you ever towards something more useful, like seeing other perspectives?
I have. Can't say I like what I see. What an ass.
When this blows over, you'll understand now that there's one question I want to tackle sometime today.
I swear, if you bring up...
I'm not Clark. I was actually curious as to what you think the aliens will find when they first arrive.
To tell the truth, I don't think I want to find out. For all we know, we'll be seen as resources. Yes, for all we know, we could be seen as resources or we could be seen as... That's why you should wait and see what happens. You can't just assume things. We're certainly not the perfect species, but the potential for a positive relationship still exists. Yes.
See, that's the key. If we can begin a new positive relationship, well, who knows where that will go.
Uh-huh.
Not even going to try to cooperate with aliens, are you?
Accusing me of laziness now, are we? Never did I say I wouldn't attempt it.
Your attitude to this whole process says otherwise.
It actually does, yes. Then you, my friend, have not paid enough attention to what I've been saying. Do I want bloodshed? Absolutely not. But is there potential? Yes. Yeah, but we're not saying there is not potential. We're saying that you shouldn't base it on a rumor. How did you... How are you in a relationship, dude? Because you don't seem like you would be very good at that.
Where does this potential come from? Oh, right, a rumor.
Surely you would understand that there's always a chance of virtually anything happening with a slim chance. Yes, but also them being good is a slim chance. So why exactly are you basing it all on a negative assumption when it might as well also be a positive one, or a mediocre one, or even a slightly positive or slightly negative one?
Slim chance is indeed correct.
You think scientists treat a slim chance like it's nothing? What about the military? Newsflash, they absolutely pay attention to that slim chance. Yes, that's why you should just make the military ready to be summoned, not summon them.
I highly doubt they worry this much about such small chance, though. Well, Pickleson, did you anything here to change your mind?
No. I hope you thought about...
Clark, leave him alone. Sooner or later, you need to figure out that not everyone is doom and gloom like you.
Pretty sure I didn't say that. I'm only encouraging him to look at all sides, unlike a certain someone here.
It takes one to know one.
My point still stands. This new rumor is scaring a lot of people. We should all try to be welcoming. It's understandable if you're a little scared, but we might need to be brave. Another species is coming to interact with us. There's literally no reason not to be at least a little happy. I think we should just be doing our best.
If we don't send aggressive signals, then I'd imagine they won't be aggressive back.
Yes, exactly. You might be right, but surely we should take at least a few precautions, wouldn't you say? Yes.
Which will it be? You talk about creating the aliens with open arms, and then here you are saying how cautious we should be?
Yes, meet them, but make sure there's a plan in place if they are not hostile. This isn't so black and white, Patricia, though I may disagree with it. We can have an open door while being mindful of those who come inside.
You can't have it both ways, though. What do you greet people with a gun pointed at?
No, an emergency in case something bad happens. You don't arm the people, you tell them to get ready to arm before something happens. Do we hold events without security? Of course we do. Don't be silly.
Have you forgotten that these are aliens we're talking about? You don't treat them the same way as humans.
Yeah, but they also don't know how to treat us. Then what do we treat them as, Patricia? Please enlighten us.
I don't know.
Exactly. Our point remains. Even if we start things off strong, it's inevitable that we'll find something to big over later which would lead to a war with the alien species. We may as well prepare for that scenario now. No, now you're taking what I said way out of proportion.
Look, I said I don't know how to treat aliens, but I don't think we can keep going on like this. So I'll ask again, more than anything, do we desire to bear arms or open arms?
Open arms, of course. Yes.
No one is saying that we should throw up our hands and just let anything happen.
That's not what I'm hearing at all.
Listen, we can take precautions all we want, but we are probably poorly equipped for it anyway. What good does it really do?
I mean, she has a point there. That's what I said earlier. Are you out of your mind? Resisting and failing is far better than no resistance at all. No, none of it means people die on needlessly. Maybe it won't do any good, but we should at least be ready to try. Positivity is important. We need to be careful not to give the aliens a reason to attack. I can't dictate what you're going to do. Yes. I've tried to explain it to you. Help you see the other possibilities, but it's clearly no use.
Your arguments don't hold much water, Clark, no matter how much you bark about rumors.
Oh, and I suppose your arguments do?
We know that the aliens are communicating and expressing interest and interacting peacefully. You assume they will just come in and destroy us.
Yeah, that's the point.
I think that will do for today. It's been a heated discussion for sure, and we all should take time to think.
Yeah, no kidding.
This has been another stream from our stream 47A. We'll now go offline. Thank you for watching.
And you guys have your personal problems outside of here. Are you guys dating? Is that a thing going on? Day 3. Okay. The great meeting begins. Some are calling it the most important event in the history of our world. Nobody is contesting that, but why exactly is important is decisive. We've heard many opinions from many kinds of people. The religious leaders have spoken out, as have news anchormen and even idle citizens of the street. Politicians have especially been under loads of stress as they prepare to meeting with simultaneously keeping the world calm. Though there are doubts of a new friendship beginning right away, there are those that remain hopeful that aliens will see a species full of doers and learners. We might not be perfect, but perhaps with some assistance we can begin to realize our potential as a species. Will the aliens help with these improvements directly? Perhaps not. But their presence could indirectly lead us to a better ourselves. That is true. Despite these hopes, there is of course the other side which believes that the optimism is simply too hopeful. After all, how can all this start from the single meeting? Nonetheless, the optimism remains. The concerns are valid, says one individual, but I don't believe us beginning a positive relationship with the aliens early on is impossible, provided, of course. Yeah, that's exactly the thought I want to highlight. That we approach this with finesse. Many believe that maintaining open arms towards the aliens is the most effective way to peaceful interactions. The message of many peace groups have been, you can't expect good things to come from being on edge all the time. Take a breather, let them in. At the very least, the goal is to at least be welcoming towards the aliens. The idea is that we can't be worried about anything if we first don't give the aliens cause for alarm. It certainly won't be easy though. Meeting a new species is a nerve-wracking thing, but many are confident that we'll make it happen. Whatever happens, one thing remains agreed upon. For everyone's safety, we must be cautious. We have never interacted with another intelligent species before, and we must be careful on how to approach. Even if it rubs the aliens the wrong way, says political figure Malcolm Bright, we must put our interests first. And our first priority is to live another day. I mean, that is very true. World Conference Center. And alien spacecraft touches down. at airport near World Conference Center. Okay, let's see. What do people say? Why, the aliens have no time to waste with species that can't even get off their own rock. The more likely outcome is we become pets to them. Would that be so bad, though? Have you seen how a dog lives? It's too good to be true. You cannot get these wild ideas and tell me that it's not unrealistic. It is. Wake up, people. Everyone's optimism is inspiring, but ultimately pointless. Make no mistake, we are not impressing the aliens at best. They see us as resources at worst. I'd rather not think about it. Opening our arms to the aliens, showing them that there's a friend here in the universe is the most important thing we can do right now. Well, people are not exactly on my side, let's just say that. By this time tomorrow, we're all going to see the result of our choices, and I hope you're ready for them.
Clark, we're streaming.
Oh, hi everyone, Stream 47A and all that. So yes, aliens are now here on this planet, meeting with leaders now.
Nice job introducing everyone. Look, there's no need to be so depressed. This is big and exciting.
It is, but not for the reasons you think. Don't you think this is rather terrifying? There's no reason to be scared. This should be a happy moment. Perhaps it is a little scary, yes. If you're saying it's scary after all your vengeful thoughts, then it must be genuinely terrifying now. No, it's not. Stop twisting my words. It's just scary because it's something new.
I suppose the perspective does change once aliens are here.
Wow, really? Who could have guessed?
Okay, we get it. Still, this is not the time for fear. The aliens have arrived, which means we need to be on our best behavior.
Not the time for fear, it's exactly the time. Did you see that UFO? I want to know what kind of weaponry is on that thing. Oh my god, is that the first thing you think about? Pretty powerful stuff, I'm sure. Powerful enough to get rid of those humans I hear aliens are upset with.
You mean the territory leaders? Rasputin? Nicholas? Those people? Or Niklas? Come on, that's just a rumor, and besides, why would they do that? It wouldn't be a good look for them.
I mean, I don't think they would care if it's a good look for them. I don't know that they care. If I were in that meeting and knew any of that, I'd be very, very nervous to say the least. I should feel pleased, perhaps even honored to meet a new species. For our sake, our leaders should be on the side of caution. They should feel pleased, perhaps even honored to meet a new species. Yes, they should.
Agreed, this should be a happy time, not a time of fear.
No, that's not what I said. We can't even fear our leaders botching the job, because I know I am.
Now simply isn't the time to be worrying about that.
How come? Because I see no reason to not worry, given that little information we have.
Last I saw, nothing bad has happened during the meeting yet. We'd know by now.
Or the aliens are biding their time. That they're not releasing the info yet, because apparently we don't need to know what's going on during this supposedly monumental occasion.
When this is all over, I'm sure we'll get an explanation.
Why aren't we getting one now, though? Even a small update would be nice. I, for one, want to know if our leaders are okay for starters.
Again, I feel like we'd know if something was amiss. It's okay, Clark, calm yourself.
But you, we're just not gonna go in circles with you, aren't we? Does nobody care about our territory leaders? No. Why would we care? They'll be fine, no reason to be packing guns. They'll be fine, he says. Even if nothing happens and they don't strike, they're going to think us rather stupid. That would surely damage relations with its own unique way, would it not? No! If that's actually a good thing, because then they underestimate us. They're only
damaging things. Yeah, people like you continue to insist that there are these aliens up to something.
What do you expect us to do anyway? Above all else, we must somehow work towards peace.
Is it possibly the most powerful thing anyone could say here?
Look, everyone wants peace, myself included. I know there's some who think I don't, but know that I do. You're not showing it, dude. You can say one thing, but then mean another.
You haven't communicated that the best.
Oh, be quiet. Peace is great. Who doesn't want it? But we all know the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Suppose you believe you have good intentions?
Technically, that's just a saying. I've never seen anyone go to hell because of good intentions, but doing something bad for good reasons. What are you saying? I don't.
Do you? Here's a question from the viewers that you can answer. Now that this meeting is underway, do you think it's safe to lower our guard and believe all is well?
Of course, that's the one you picked. Look, people are understandably nervous. I get that. I am too. Pretending to be otherwise is not only lying to yourself, but honestly foolish. I said I wanted peace. I never said I'd become careless for it. Everything will be alright. No one is going to get hurt. I don't know what people should think anymore. They should be nervous. This is a pretty big deal. I mean, either create mass panic or just kind of say something I don't know. I mean, this is what I would say, so I'm going to say it. See, I keep trying to tell you.
Would you shut up, Bob Pickles? I don't understand how you're still nervous about any of this. Nothing has happened. I think we can finally let our guard down.
I know you know this. No, you should never let your guard down. Or so he can't have his own opinion, especially if it's similar to my opinions. You really need to get a grip, Patricia.
I never said anything like that. Now you're just putting words in my mouth.
You guys have been doing that, both of you, this whole time. Oh wait, that's not her, that's him. Sure, don't worry, but Biggleson, I've got your back.
He doesn't disagree with him, remember that? Moving on, what do you suppose the aliens are finding in humanity? Or maybe what you hope they'll find?
Maybe seeing us will remind them of their own care days as a race, and perhaps that will motivate them to work for or help us reach their level. I want them to see a race that is not afraid of new things. Only cautious species, timid at best, frequently referring to as new and unexpected. I want them to see this. It's a breaker to you, but we are not reaching their level anytime soon. That's assuming they would help. Doubtly so if they don't.
I don't believe he said it would happen overnight.
My point was that we wouldn't reach their level of progress for several lifetimes, and that's assuming they do lend a hand for some reason. I mean, you are right about that, but I never argued that.
To acquire the same technology like to send us as aliens, we would have to take baby steps. I see nothing wrong with this.
Naturally, but the aliens might.
How do you mean?
Ask yourself this, why in the world would the aliens just allow us humans to even begin reach their level? I mean, he has a point, because humanity always has to stand on someone else in order to reach the top, right? Because we have Africa right now, where we are doing something to help, but not a lot.
Why would we do anything knowing another nation will eventually find out? See the flaw in that reasoning?
But we are talking on a galactic level, maybe even intergalactic. We don't know where these aliens come from after all, or came from after all.
And your point is?
From the aliens' point of view, we may not be just specks on a rock in space. They could see the species could one day overtake them. Okay, you just said we wouldn't reach that level, and now you're saying we could potentially overtake them, that's why they want to kill us?
You really do love going on about who's more superior.
Yeah, it just seems so. Do you honestly think they would just be okay with that?
You're assuming the aliens won't advance in the same rate as us? I really don't think they have anything realistic to fear.
Yes, that is true. We don't know that.
But we will eventually.
I don't know, Patricia. I just think that's too optimistic. What say you, Bob Pickleson? Look, you may be gloomy about this meaning all you want. If we want anything good to happen, then we need to put forth the first step. That is true, yes. I want to admire the optimism, but I just don't see it. I mean, look at us. Look at you. You're representing the worst part of humanity, dude. The cautious but unreasonable one.
We're looking at ourselves, Clark, and if Bob Pickleson responds to anything to go by, we want to welcome the aliens as friends.
Friendship is probably not all they're looking for, you know.
Well, what about another species with a desire to make universe a better place and wouldn't want us to want... My voice is destroying itself. I wouldn't want that. Surely they'll see that much.
Look, fact is, I've known the human race longer than these aliens have, and even I wouldn't root for us too much. Yes, but it doesn't mean they can't see the good in the humans.
Can't this at least be a chance to be better?
I wouldn't count on it, would you, Bob Pickleson? I simply cannot see it any other way. Now allies and friends are on the way. Okay, that's a little bit... Yes, I would. You really believe that? I want to believe that. Well, there doesn't seem to be much else we can discuss. The meeting is still ongoing. Looks like I will stay that way for a while.
I look forward to hearing the results. I'm sure that will be positive.
I hope so for your sake. Stream 47A is now logging on from our home to yours. Have a good night, or at least try to.
Please do have a pleasant evening.
They have left. We scared them off. Good job, humans. Aliens are departed. What now? Moments after yesterday's meeting ended, the aliens we recently discovered have now left us behind. No details about the meeting have been given as of now, but that hasn't stopped the aliens giving us their own message. After a brief scare where the aliens took over the world's screens, text appeared in front of everyone that simply said the following. Though the warm welcome is appreciated, we cannot help but feel you're mentally inadequate for the universe. Though the general reception was positive, largely thanks to notable influences, there was still some justification and hesitation to their arrival. I feel like we were this close. Maybe our fear is what's holding us back, said one young man, and perhaps he has a point. It is possible that this comes off as slightly unstable to the aliens. They are aliens after all, and what they look for is different from us. Were our leaders not as pleasing towards the aliens as we had hoped? Did our gladness not carry through to the leaders? If that's the case, then perhaps our leaders are the ones who made the aliens depart like this. Of course, without knowing what happened, this is just speculation. It's very disappointing, says one of the elderly lady. I certainly thought this would end with both species having a friend in the universe. Evidently, neither one is getting that. When asked if she felt aliens made a mistake, all she could do was stare silently at the moment before quietly uttering, probably not. They have their reason. It could be for our benefit. So the aliens just kind of left because people were too skeptical about it. But arguably, if the aliens can understand that much, then they should understand that being skeptical is also a good thing. Like, it's good to be in the middle of being happy about them, but also cautious about it. But then it is like that, because we are pretty much that here. So I actually argue that the aliens are the stupid ones here. Mentally inadequate, what does that mean? We spoke with another intelligent species, didn't we? That is not a good enough start. This is heartbreaking. We were ready to meet the aliens, they left, screw them. Yeah, we should have been scared. This is new intelligent life, and we are of course never interacted with before. Now they have just up and left, and we have no idea what they're going to do with what they found. Personally, I'm happy that this is the outcome. The aliens should just leave us alone. Yeah, they're right. We are not ready, and I don't think we should be forced to be ready. That is true. I actually agree with that person at the bottom. Very nice.
Hello everyone, Tristan47A here, and I for one am very disappointed.
You seem surprised. Before we started streaming, I kept to explain to you that this painful amount of positivity and sucking up to the aliens was not going to get you what you want. Heck, I was saying that long before today. Dude, we just got to learn that it's because of your negativity and the stuff that they left. Whoops. Well, it turns out it wasn't. We can at least assert this much. We are not the first intelligent species that the aliens have encountered. We are not special, Patricia. It's time we got over that.
I refuse to just put our species down like that.
Why not? You and Bob Biggleson both seem to think we are better than we really are, and not even the aliens, whose every word you would believe, can convince you of this. What do you two want?
I remind you that the aliens' message, though the warm welcome is appreciated, we cannot help but feel you are mentally inadequate for the universe.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of what we all knew about. What's your point?
Do you not think there's any value to the first statement about the warm reception?
Did you not see the last part?
I want to pay attention to the first part.
The whole message seems important to me.
Ignore him, the aliens clearly felt something from interacting with us. So surely the only thing now is to improve our knowledge in other ways, and then we can be on their level.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't listen to him, but Biggleson, you know I'm right. This shouldn't be taken as purely negative.
Sorry, but I think the point is in them saying we're mentally inadequate. Sorry, I think the point is in them saying we're mentally inadequate. For sure, this isn't as bad as everyone thinks. There's more to be happy about than not.
I'm with him.
You don't get it.
You're the one that doesn't get it. We only just gave a warm reception. Maybe if we weren't so busy fighting over things that should not have been obvious from the start, we wouldn't be here.
It's true. Do you hear yourself? Oh, this is frustrating. Why won't anybody listen? Calm down, Clark. We were just saying the aliens may have made a mistake. Did you ever consider that maybe people like you drove the aliens off in the end? Oh, my fault is it? Real nice of you, Bob Biggleson, singling me out like that. What about everyone else, huh? Because I don't like you, dude. You're like the... You are every person I hate in the world.
You all contributed this time. It doesn't fall on us. We were this close and you blew it.
I've had a lot of harsh statements thrown my way, but this was a little extreme, whatever. That would be that way, I guess. You have only yourself to blame. Sorry, we shouldn't be making anyone out to be bad. Yes, but it was people like his fault, probably. I appreciate that. Happy to hear you won't be going around holding everyone else accountable.
I suppose it might have been needed, though.
Oh, spicy comment from Patricia.
Should the world at least start changing their ways? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Why now? Seems a little early.
How can it be the aliens left? The time is to change this now.
No, the aliens left. They're not coming back again. We can just, our human selves, try to fix issues that we cause ourselves as well, you know? Yes, the world should do likewise and change the way they look at things. It's silly to speak for everyone, but I would at least consider changing. Yeah, I can change, but it doesn't mean everyone else should. Actually, I will take that back. There's no need to change. No, I think that doesn't mean everyone else should.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree, but I think some tweaking to our approach is needed. Else, why would they leave the way they did?
You see, if we all change, it doesn't necessarily mean we change for the better, so it depends on how we change. If everyone becomes nicer, then sure, everyone should change, but, you know, maybe just to get away from us. I've been with humans for a while now, so I can't blame them. We are a scary bunch. Yes, because of you.
Suppose we do carry on as usual. Do we honestly think the aliens would change their answer? I would think not. Doing the same thing over and over and thinking something will change is insanity.
But you just said we should change, and now you cannot change by just saying you're going to change either. It's difficult saying one way or another. I certainly think it's possible the aliens will just need to understand that this is what we are. Yeah, I guess that's kind of... No, I think they just have to understand this is what we are.
I sure hope so.
I wouldn't count on it. Don't go getting your hopes up again.
Why not? I have reason to be hopeful as we speak.
Oh, my voice.
As we speak, the government is beginning a new endeavor called the Future Project. A push on our space travel and AI efforts, basically.
Oh yeah, that. As Patricia pointed out, our space travel and AI efforts are about to undergo vast improvements. The Future Project is especially focused on AI.
And that's because apparently we're going to send the robots to the planets while we handle the communication and spacecraft, lightening the workload of the humans, basically.
Fair enough, we got a lot to take care of as it is, so making that work easier to do will be welcome.
It's a start at least. We're connecting with aliens or even other species.
I have my doubts about this, but I suppose after the way alien contact ended, I should just stop guessing what will happen.
Perhaps so, and do you say we wrap up here?
Sounds good to me. I don't think there's much else to say anyway. It's a bit early, but more time for ads, I guess. The advertisers will love us. I really hate this guy.
This has been stream 47A, from our home to yours. Have a good night. Look to the future.
Okay, great. There was uncertainty as to what the future would hold. Despite this, you have at least proposed to watch and wait for what happened next. You said humanity's religious beliefs would not change because of alien contact, and you thought this was a bad thing. What? You believe the aliens would find the species willing to learn with the aliens? It was not too hopeful to say this, you said. You said the world should at least be welcoming to the aliens. When asked if we should be cautious towards the aliens, you said yes, and after saying we should be cautious, you emphasized the importance of open arms. You felt you might have been a little scared of the aliens' presence once they arrived. They said the leaders were probably pleased with meeting the aliens and should step up to the positivity. You boldly claimed we should work towards peace. You said the public should be nervous. You said the aliens were finding great things with humanity. You were reasonable and certain we would get along with the aliens. The aliens left with a message. Though the warm welcome is appreciated, we cannot help but feel you're mentally inadequate. The universe, you did not agree with the aliens' judgment. You humiliated Clark on camera. Deserved. However, you apologized for Clark's humiliation shortly after. Still, you said humanity should be cautious towards change. In addition, you believed the aliens would eventually see humanity's worthiness. In the end, you would not blame others for their words or actions. I disagree with what they said up here. I did not say everyone should be this I said yes, be cautious, but there was one where it said you felt you might have been a little scared of the aliens' presence. No, I said that you should be a little scared. It's okay to be a little scared is what I meant. I didn't mean you should be scared of them. And that you want to pose peace. There was another one. You boldly claimed you felt like something. Where is it? Yes, it is important to be cautious too. I believe I stand by all my choices. Honestly, I don't think any of my choices were wrong. Except maybe humiliating Clark on live television. He might be getting death threats and whatever. But you know, I do feel like my choices made sense to a certain degree. And while the game interpreted some of my choices wrong, it is only a video game and you can't like interpret a meaning of words. So I think they summed up what I meant pretty well in this whole statement here. So yeah, it's a fun little game. It's a pretty fun little game. I did actually I did enjoy playing it. I wonder what other endings you get. I'm not really gonna play through it to figure out. But it is a pretty unique game, and I did have a lot of fun playing it. And yeah, I do like how your choices do have consequences in this one, and you get a little summary of what actually happened and why it happened. It would be cool if the aliens stayed, but again, I stand by my words. I think you should be cautious, but optimistic, and also be prepared in case the aliens are hostile. I don't think you should completely disarm and be scared and just kind of say welcome, especially when they could have weapons and stuff. I think that is just being stupid. It's optimism, sure, and it's good, but it is stupidly good, you know? It's not a good thing. Unless you know for a fact the enemy is unarmed. Or the aliens are unarmed, just to say that. Potential enemy, I suppose. But it's also so important to not make them a public enemy number 1 as well. So, great game. I actually enjoyed it. It's a pretty fun indie game. It's very hard to rate, so instead, I will just put a graph on the screen that illustrates exactly what my thoughts are on the game. And yeah, as you can see, that's what I mean about the game. Those are my thoughts on the game. Yes, the graph is, by the higher the better. So 10 is like the best, and 0 is the worst of each part, or it doesn't have any of that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching though. Hope to see you in another one of my Let's Plays or another one of my videos. And as always, stay awesome.